Alright, my fellow creatures of the night, buckle up, if you've just emerged from the cinematic spell of Robert Eggers' Nosferatu, or if you're just thirsty for more vampire lore that's as steamy as it is spine-tingling, then boy, do I have a treat for you. Today, we're diving first into the BBC's 2020 miniseries Dracula. Yep, the same one developed by the masterminds behind Sherlock, Moffat and Mark Gatiss. Let me tell you, this is not your grandpa's Dracula. Or maybe it is, but with a six-pack and a sultry accent. From Gothic castles to haunted ships to modern-day London, this miniseries is packed with chilling horror, tantalizing romance, and just the right amount of cheeky humor. And at its center, Claes Bang as Dracula. Oh, we'll get to him, trust me. First, let's sink our teeth into the basics. Like Nosferatu, this miniseries pulls from the spine of Bram Stoker's original novel, but it doesn't just stick to the script. No, it takes the classic tale, marinates it in Gothic grandeur, and serves it up with a modern twist. And the result, delicious. Let's break it down, episode by episode. Episode 1 sets the stage. Jonathan Harker, played by John Heffernan, finds himself in Dracula's castle. Now, you think you know how this goes, a creepy old vampire lurking in the shadows, right? Wrong. Claes Bang's Dracula isn't just scary. He's suave, charismatic, and, dare I say it, hot. Like, really hot. The kind of hot where you think, maybe becoming a vampire isn't such a bad idea, but then he starts sucking the life out of Harker and, yeah, no thanks. This episode perfectly captures the eerie, claustrophobic vibe of Dracula's castle. It's Gothic horror at its finest, with a side of dark humor. And did I mention Mark Gatiss's Renfield makes an appearance, absolutely unhinged and absolutely brilliant. Now, episode 2, Chef's Kiss. It's all about the Demeter, the doomed ship that carries Dracula to England. This is where the series dives headfirst into full-blown horror. Think Alien but with fangs. Every creak of the ship, every shadow lurking in the corners, pure terror. This episode doesn't just adapt Stoker's novel, it expands on it. We actually get to know the passengers. And spoiler alert, it makes their fates all the more gut-wrenching. Oh, and Claes Bang's Dracula, he's a predator at his most primal, absolutely chilling. And then, we're in the 21st century. Wait, what? That's right. The final episode takes a hard left turn into the modern world. At first, you're like, Dracula with a smartphone, really? But hear me out. This twist works. It's bold, it's weird, and it gives us a Dracula who's not just surviving, but thriving, kind of. This episode leans into absurdity but keeps the emotional core intact. Dracula's vulnerability comes to the forefront here. We see him as more than a monster, he's lonely, searching for connection. And the chemistry between Dracula and Lucy, electric. Lydia West's performance is mesmerizing. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. Or should I say, the 6-foot-something Danish vampire, Claes Bang. This man is Dracula. He's equal parts charming and terrifying. One moment, he's seducing you with that smirk, the next, he's ripping someone's throat out. And he does it all with this effortless swagger. Honestly, he might just be my favorite on-screen Dracula of all time. Bang's performance brings depth and nuance to the character. You're drawn to him, even when he's at his most monstrous. And let's not forget, the man can rock a cape like nobody's business. So, how does BBC's Dracula compare to Eggers' Nosferatu? They're two sides of the same blood-soaked coin. Nosferatu is all about mood and psychology, while Dracula balances horror with humor and romance. If Nosferatu leaves you haunted, Dracula will leave you thirsty. For more episodes, too bad it's only 3. In conclusion, my nocturnal friends, if you're looking for a fresh take on Stoker's classic, packed with scares, laughs, and enough seductive vampire energy to fuel 1,000 fanfics, BBC's Dracula is a must-watch. It's streaming now on Netflix, so what are you waiting for? Grab some garlic bread, maybe a glass of red wine, and dive in. Here's to Dracula, the vampire who keeps us coming back for more. Cheers.